Well, hello, hello. It is Wednesday at noon on the East Coast, and it is time to stamp. If you've been working hard this morning, it is time for you to take a break and join me. My name is Colleen Magness, and today you are creating with Colleen. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator on the East Coast of Virginia, and I come to you live every Wednesday on Facebook so you can take a break of your busy day and I can do some creating. So I hope you are all well today. All month long, as I promised, I will be creating with coastal sets. So outdoor sets, coastal sets, the great outdoors. Wintertime is hopefully going to be leaving us soon, and we need some spring and some summer and then some fall so we can all get outdoors. So today I'm going to be creating with two wonderful sets. This one, sorry about the glare from my lights above, but this is called Oceanfront. This is the main star of our creating today. And I think it's awesome because it is just a stamp set, no dies or anything involved. It makes beautiful scenery, and I think this is perfect for the beginner or for the avid stamper. You're gonna love it. The next stamp set we're using is called On the Horizon. So the reason I wanted to combine Oceanfront with On the Horizon is because I really do like the words in this set. Relax and enjoy your day. Breathe. Oh my gosh. Some days you just got to tell yourself, just breathe. Wishing you so much happiness. Thanks for everything. Thinking of you. And the dies that go with this are amazing. So you can find these in the January through June 2022 mini catalog from Stampin' Up. And this is the Oceanfront stamp set. This is on page 39. So you can see they have some really cute samples too. Don't ever feel like you have to create everything on your own. I think having samples out of a catalog and creating and starting there is great because they're beautiful and you don't have to work so hard. Just do what they do. So this one here, I really like. It combines the dies from the Horizon Suite that are here. I love that beachy fence. And then for here, again, just simple. Very, very simple. And this is all from the Oceanfront. So if you go over 2 pages, that is where you're going to find the new Horizon Suite. So with the new Horizon Suite, we will be explaining that more. But you have, again, these beautiful dies. The paper is amazing. You will be seeing that pretty soon because, again, we're doing this all month, all the great outdoors. But that's where I got my product today. And if you want to order any of that product, you can just go to my blog, creatingwithcolleen.com. Go to my blog there and use this host code if your order is under $150 this month. So let me see who I have here. Hello, Gwen. Let me see. Patty wants to know when the bundle of the Horizon is going to be available. Currently, right now, the dies are on back order. And Patty, I think they were talking the week of March 14th. I have my eye on a couple dies that I'm ordering as soon as they're available. So I will keep that one. I'll keep my eye on that too. So then we have Lynn and Kim. I'm so glad y'all are with me. For some reason, my screen is so big, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing and the comments. So we're just going to roll. The reason I picked the Oceanfront stamp set today is because, again, whether it's a new stamper or avid stamper, this card was quick and easy to put together. So I'm going to show you how with this, and then we're going to step it up. So relax and enjoy your day. I love when people tell me that. So we will get started. I'll tell you what you need, and then I will post the dimensions on the Facebook page right after this. So we have Thinking of You. Then I'm going to step it up to show you how to add a little bit more color, get a little bit more coastal going on. So without further ado, let's get started. What you're going to need for the first card, you are going to, look at me just throw my stuff all over. That's professional. That's okay. You're my friends. Y'all know I can cut up. So this is a piece of mint macaron. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and you're going to score it at 4 1/4. So that's just going to give you a basic card base. Then for the front, you are going to need a piece of shimmer white. And the reason I chose shimmer white, I don't know if you can see it here, but it's beautiful. It almost looks like, well, it does look like when we used to take our shimmer spray and spray our cardstock. So of course you can add Wink of Stella, but this already makes it shimmery. So this is a piece that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Then I have for my inside a piece of basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then I have a piece of early espresso, which is 3 3/4 by 5. So let's create the front first. You can hear my dog barking downstairs. Lord only knows at what. Now with the Oceanfront stamp set, it is a photopolymer set, so I do want to put some little bit of a padding underneath it. So you could use a foam sheet, but I really like the paper Pearson mats that Stampin' Up has. So I have my shimmer white, and I think it's best to stamp the water first. And let me tell you why. This one isn't so good. The other one's a little more straight. In order to make this look like a horizon, your horizon always needs to be, to me, perfectly horizontal. So that's why I like to stamp this center piece first. So Ellen said, sorry you're late. Ellen, I'm just glad you're here. Honey, late is not a problem. And y'all know you can always go back and watch anything that you've missed, because even though it's alive, I always record it. So here I'm going to take my horizon first, and I'm just stamping in the mint macaron. Put this here so I can see a little bit better. And again, you just want to make sure that that is straight. Oh, I know why he was barking. Tyler Joe just got in from school. We might be seeing her shortly. So then I'm going to take the balmy blue, and I'm going to use the sky. And I love it because it's the distinctive stamping the stamp sets are, so it just really gives a lot of different lights and darks. So I'm just going to stamp this. I think I'm a little high, so you know what? The good thing about shimmer white, you can turn it over. Do you know if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going with it. And that's why I love stamping, because you get two sides to every sheet of cardstock. And by golly, some days it's like getting 2 cards from me in one, because both sides are completely stamped. All right, so now let's get this lit down a little bit in the middle. I think I like that much better. Then now I'll come back with that balmy blue. And I'm just very lightly overlapping the edges right here, so I don't really have a gap. So yes, I'm loving this much better. So there's my sky. Let me close my ink pad so I don't drag everything through it. And then I'm going to take the crumb cake and my little beachy scene. So when I take this, you can go this way, but if you look at it, you're going to go this way, and this gives you that angle. So that's more of your flat edge. I'm going to take that, and again, you can overlap it just a little bit, no biggie. And there's my beach. So from here, I want to add some of the real pretty reeds that come with the Oceanfront. Hey, Kathy Reese, I'm glad you are here today. I'm so thankful for all of you who joined me. It's almost like having you in the stamp room. So here I have my early espresso. I'm going to stamp my little reeds. And then I love the Thinking of You. Just going to put this down at the bottom. And that is also an early espresso. And then I love from On the Horizon. The words I used, Thinking of You, were from On the Horizon, and so are these beautiful birds flying across. So I will just put them up here in my sky. And I can even have them flying off a little bit. I really like that. So that, my friends, is the front of your card. How easy was that? I don't know if anybody timed me. But again, I think it's great for beginner stampers, and I think it's great for an avid stamper, especially when you need cards on the run. Something else you could do is stamp a bunch of these and then leave off the thinking of you. And as you need them, you will have them to put the sentiment on and get a card in the mail right away. So I will just mount that onto the early espresso. Now here's where I need your opinion. I have it, okay, I was really torn this morning. I have it on the mint macaron, however you say that. I have it right here. But I had also thought of putting this on the balmy blue. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I want you all to give a shout out once you see it as to which one is your favorite while I'm stamping the inside. And I really thought both looked great. I just didn't know which one I preferred. So now I'll have one of each. And I will no longer have to stress over that. So now I'll put this on the balmy blue. And you could leave your card just like this. Again, for a beginner, I think this is wonderful. But of course, y'all know you always have that option of bringing out that wink of Stella, which you don't see on the screen, but I'm telling you, it's beautiful in person. And then just sparkling up your water. I think that just adds so much that it's just worth putting in there. So y'all let me know. Balmy blue, mint macaron. I'll leave them there for just a second. And then I'm getting ready to stamp the inside. So for the inside of this card, I'm going back and I'm taking that sand of the crumb cake. But I'm going to do it just the opposite. So it's not looking like it's running downhill. I'm going to turn it this way. So then when I ink it, just put it down here on the bottom. So I have that. This way it looks kind of more wavy here. And then I'm going to take the mint macaron, tie in my colors. And I have the reeds here from the Oceanfront. And I'm going to stamp them once, move them a little bit, and stamp it again. And that just gives, I don't know if you can see that, that just gives a little bit of a background, a little light shadowing. And then, of course, what are we going to tell ourselves every day? Relax and enjoy your day. That's our saying for today. Relax and enjoy your day. So I'll just put this on the inside. And then I'll show you how to step this card up a little bit. Bring in just a little bit more color. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of boths, which is good. I think they both look good too. I thought they were both bright. I tried backing them on a couple different colors. Oops, oops, oops. Back up, back up. That's why you don't use a lot of... Well, you know what? I'm going to have to leave it. Because that wouldn't have looked good in balmy blue anyways. Whew, scared me. Because on the other one... What I did here is this is mint macaron, so that's what I stamped this in. And on the other one, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay and stamp it. So there is the original easy peasy card. Something that anyone can make. So again, let me check my comments. Both, well good. I had a win-win situation. Both, very good. So everybody likes both. Either one of those, which is good. So let me clean my stamps. I don't know if you've ever cleaned them. Now this looks rough, I will admit. But this is the chamois that Stampin' Up sells. And it's great because it cleans them beautifully. When we had what would you call it? Like the velvet, the little hairs you used to clean your stamp on. It never held the ink. So sometimes, depending on how dirty your pad was, your stamps didn't really get clean. But with this little twist, they are perfectly clean every time. And just don't worry about how this looks. I have it in a single case. You could buy these little stamp cases from Stampin' Up. And it fits perfect and it stays moist for a long time. Okay, I'm cleaning these because I'm switching up my colors. Last but not least. All right, let's take this up a notch. So the next card that I'm going to show you how to make is this one. And of course, I love the other cards we made, but Bermuda Bay, yum, yum. Just one of my favorite colors and goes with so much. So all your measurements are the same. All the measurements are the same. The only thing that changed was this back piece of the Bermuda Bay. That was it. That's where you can bring in your different colors. So I'll set this aside. Now what I'm going to do for this card, I'm going to bring my mat back in. Again, this is a shimmery white because I want that extra shine in there. And I'm going to stamp that horizon again. So always stamp your water first. So I'm going to do this in Coastal Cabana, which is another great color that just looks fantastic with Bermuda Bay. So for this one, I will put it right there. Again, just about halfway for the center. So there is my Bermuda Bay. Now for my sky, to get that color that I have, which is beautiful, I am going to take the Bumblebee ink and I'm going to ink up my sky stamp, just like that. So I'll be going this way, but to bring in some of this color, this Calypso Coral, which goes amazing with Bumblebee, I'm just going to turn this over, take my Calypso Coral pad, and I have my blending brush. So with my blending brush, I'm just going to tap some of this color in here. You can always blend your colors on your block because it's a classic ink, so it works great. You just never know when to stop because it's fun. Okay, that might be a good place. So now that I have colored this, give it a light, what we call a huff with your breath. Put it down. And there you have that beautiful sky. And again, these are summertime colors that just make me feel so good. So I will come in again with my crumb cake. And with it, again, look at the angle so that you have this angle going up just like that is going up. Then I'm going to overlap just a little bit. I think I need to ink up my crumb cake. She's a little dry, but I will put that on there. I'll take my early espresso. And again, remember, we're stepping this one up a little bit. So just like before, you know, I could put my little reeds here, but then you also have in your set, you have these little reeds and you have little speckles. So I will take my crumb cake, throw in some of these speckles. I always like speckles because I think it makes it look a little more natural. And I'll hold that up for you in just a second. Then I could take these reeds, this little bit of beachy grass, and I'm going to stamp off with this one. Okay, no place to stamp off. Stamp off there. Because I wanted this one to be just a little bit lighter. So if you can see the little speckles that we have down here with the crumb cake, and then our different reeds. Now I could do the birds, but if I don't want all these birds on here, say I just want 3 birds. Say maybe those 3 birds. I have a couple options. I can take my marker, and of course you want to use the broad end. Just take the side of that, always use the side. And you can ink them like that. Now if you don't have a marker, you can always just take like a Post-it note, put it there, and just cover those birds. And a little tap, and then just throw that away. So I will take my birds, I'll put them right here, and now I only have the 3 birds instead of the entire flock coming across. So let's put a sentiment on here, what I like to use. Let's use wishing you so much happiness. And I do want to make sure that my stamp is straight. If, you know, sometimes when you're putting the label on, it may or may not be, So you always feel free to take a piece. See, you know, the drafter eye, I think that's going up slightly. Could be me. But here, wishing you so much happiness. There. And this part, of course, outside of our Wink of Stella, because again, my water sparkles. I like to think I'm on the Caribbean, not at Virginia Beach. And it always, always sparkles in the Caribbean. I'm going to take that same size piece of early espresso. Put this on here. Like such. Take my Bermuda Bay. Again, Bermuda Bay goes with so many amazing colors. It's just absolutely beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite colors. Oops. So I have my dimensionals. When you're at home, you can just throw these little pieces wherever you want. That's how I know how productive I've been for the day, by how much paper is on my stamp for. So I have this front, and then again, to do our center, just take that crumb cake. All right, where'd that crumb cake go? I've got the stamp. What? Here we go. I was gonna say, I haven't even gotten up yet. What's with that? I know it happens to you too. Don't act like it doesn't. So I'm just gonna stamp this here. I want to bring in a couple of those speckles since we're stepping this one up just a little bit. I hear Everett downstairs. Once Tyler Joe's home from school, it's wonderful, but it is no longer quiet for the day. Especially with the two of them. They play great. And they aggravate each other too. Excuse me, I'm doing a Facebook Live. Come on and be quiet. My house is not my own anymore, y'all. See? You want to say hi to everybody? They'll hear you. She's shaking her head. Say hi. Hi. My girl's home. So this I did in the Coastal Cabana. I like that better. And then, again, I will take the relax and enjoy your day. Are you going to relax today and enjoy your day, Tyler Joe? No, why not? Because you just want to play. Wouldn't that be part of relaxing and enjoying your day? Playing? No. We're going to have a talk. Okay, so I'll take this piece, put it in the center, and that is how you step up the card. See what Oma made? I stepped up this card. I did it in, which one do you like? Let's ask Tyler Joe. Out of these two, which one do you like better, the green or the blue? These two. Which one do you like better?
I like this one.
I know, I like this one too. Okay, but out of these two, if you only had these two, what do you like better, the green background or the blue background? All right, she has hands all over it. This one? The green. Okay. Well, anyways, that is our cards for today. Again, using the Oceanfront stamp set and the On the Horizon stamp set together. So each Wednesday in the month of March, we're going to be making outdoorsy cards. So I hope you'll join me. If you need any of the products that I showed today, please go to my blog, creatingwithcolleen.com. There you can order a product, you can request my newsletter. And again, right after this, I will go ahead and post the dimensions on the Facebook page so you can make your cards. Easy peasy. I hope you enjoyed them. It was fun making them. In fact, I think that's probably what I should do this afternoon, is try to create a few more. Because again, you never have enough cards to send out. So it looks like you all love them. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see any of my other videos, just go to my Creating with Colleen Magness YouTube channel. I keep them all there. So God bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. And make sure you do something creative. And I will see you next Wednesday at noon Eastern time right here. Until then, take care and let me know if I can ever do anything for you. Bye-bye.